Both candidates for Denver mayor have powerful interests spending big money to get them elected. Out-of-state Democratic fundraisers for Mike Johnston and developers for Kelly Brough. As we head for the runoff in June, politics guy Marshall Zellinger looks at the people and organizations trying to influence voters.
After the April 4th Denver mayoral election, Mike Johnston was first, Kelly Brough second. And they are first and second with money being spent on their behalf. $2.2 million in support of Mike Johnston, just shy of $1 million in support of Kelly Brough. This money is not for the candidates themselves. It's for independent expenditure committees, which are groups that campaign for a candidate or against their opponent. And the contributions to these committees are exempt from any limits. The committee supporting Johnston is called Advancing Denver, but the majority of the money, 86% of it, is from outside of Denver, like the $900,000 from a guy named Reid Hoffman, the co-founder of LinkedIn, which is where he posted this message last month in support of his friend, Johnston. Hoffman lives in California, where he has contributed to Democratic candidates and causes, including support for Gavin Newsom for governor and money to support a repeal of the death penalty. In the last 2 years, he's given $15 million to congressional candidates and state parties, including Democrat Brittany Pedersen, and $10 grand to the Colorado Democratic Party. Advancing Denver has received $300,000 from Kent Theory, the founder of DaVita, the Denver-based kidney dialysis company. He lives in Cherry Hills Village. And $250,000 has come from Steve Mandel, a hedge fund manager from Connecticut. Now to the committee in support of Kelly Brough, called A Better Denver, which has money from real estate, developers, and construction. 55% of the dollars are from outside of Denver, including $513,000 from the political arm of the National Association of Realtors in Chicago, though a spokeswoman for A Better Denver said it's really the local Denver Metro Association of Realtors, or DMAR, that supports Brough. What does DMAR want in a candidate? DMAR advocated against the 2019 Denver ballot issue that would have ended the camping ban. Voters overwhelmingly rejected that ballot issue. DMAR also spent money fighting a limited growth ballot issue in Lakewood, which actually passed. The largest individual contributor to the committee supporting Brough is from developer Cal Follenweider, who has recently contributed to Republican candidates running for U.S. Senate, like Joe O'Dea and Mitt Romney in Utah.
I just want to reiterate that these committees are separate from the candidates. It would actually be a violation of campaign finance law if the candidate told the committee, here's how I want you to spend this money. So these are groups, again, from the outside that the candidates have no say over. And we've, in the past, if one of these committees does something that we ask, hey, do you really think this committee that supports you should be doing this? They often, in other races,
I have no control over
You could easily say, I don't want you to do that.
Yeah.
That's okay, but you can't tell them how to spend the money.
I mean, Mike Johnston made the claim that nobody believed in our second debate that he didn't know who was giving money to this campaign. Of course he knows, because it's public.
It's public record. Reid Hoffman posting on LinkedIn, my friend. You don't know that your friend contributed a large amount to this outside group. And he knows. And just like I learned today that there was a forum with the Denver metro area of realtors, and it was after that forum that the group got behind Kelly Brough. So she clearly made a presentation and answered their questions, and then you had to know at that point what you were getting yourself into if they liked you. It wasn't just, I went there and I left, and I just wanted to talk to a few people. You know if you want to know.
This is not the last time that we're going to talk about this, because it's a lot of money that's coming into town to influence these elections, and it's very fair to keep having these conversations with candidates about what is it that these people think that they're